But the story behind the lead Plink Floyd was a trumpet player, Danny Stiles, nicknamed me that when I was playing at Rosie O'Grady's in Orlando. And he came up to me and says, "Lee, I gave you a nickname a couple of weeks ago," and it's kind of circulating around. He says, "I don't know if you're going to like it or not." Well, I said, "Well, what is it?" He says, "Plink." You know, like plink, plink, clink, like a banjo, you know. So I said, "Well, actually, you know, my last name's Floyd, so it's like Pink Floyd, Plink Floyd. That works pretty good. That's funny." Then other people call me Banjovi, you know. Other people call me other names I can't mention here.
Not that kind of show.
Not that kind of show, that's right. But anyway, I thought I'd get started, just play a solo number, but we're going to bring up a young man to help me out on the tuba here in just a moment. And this one's a Django Reinhardt original tune called Nuages, and it's on one of my CDs. And I just love this song. It's so vexing. It's so beautiful and vexing. And I don't know if you all have ever heard it, but I hope you like it. It's called Nuages. Thank you for that very, very mild round of applause. That's not one of those barn burners. But one of the coolest things about coming to these banjo conventions, where everybody is like-minded, everybody's into one form or another of banjo playing. We got the tenor and the plectrum style, and it was so good to meet Matt Mooney again over here. He's living out in Phoenix, Arizona, and he's working with some friends of mine out there, and I haven't been out there the longest time, but I was just thinking when he was playing, I'm not going to go back to Phoenix because I've got competition out there. He's so good, and he's just a smooth player. I'm very proud of him. But I get to meet other people, and I heard this tuba player playing in the lobby, and he was kind of backing everybody up, and he's over here in the wings. Come on up, Albie. This young man is a great tuba player. He's worked with a lot of great other bands and people, and we have mutual friends all over the place. It's Albie Bernard. Albie Bernard, if you're marking a program. And he's from good old Mass. And he's sitting on his chair. I got to turn around so we can see each other. All right, we're going to get some energy going here. This is a great old tune. You might have heard it once or twice. It's called Hindustan. I'm going to start out with the Eddie Peabody, the Dardanella beat. You know how he used to play Dardanella. I love that. Works really good in the key of C. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Ready, aim, fire, right? This tuba player, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know where to go. I have to say something about my friend Brian Newsom back here. He talked me into coming up here. He said, "Lee, you got to come up here." And I said, okay, I want to come up. I've been wanting to come up here for years, actually, but you know, I've been living on banjo player wages, so it's not all that easy to come up. But I really think that Brian Newsom and his beautiful wife, Vicki, and all the people that volunteer to help make this thing possible, including the sound guys and the tech guys, and doing such a fantastic job. The acoustics in here are wonderful. But how about a hand for Brian and Vicki and all the thank you so much. That's the time of my life. This is awesome. All right, let's see. All right, here's a good one. Anybody remember W.C. Fields? He's a great comedian. Oh, yeah. I always make a little stupid dad joke when I talk about this song. This is a little tune. You know, he was famous for drinking, And I tell people, there's a little tune called Liver Come Back to Me. You know how that goes. As I like to say, safe. Safe. Oh, I gotta catch my breath just a little bit. Y'all having a good time so far? Yeah. Here's a little tune that Louis Armstrong's wife wrote, and one of my favorites, and I've heard it this weekend before. I know it's a popular tune amongst us banjo devotees. And I was thinking tonight, you know, the only people that are here are what I would call banjo penic. that means, you know, you don't get enough banjo in your life, so that's why you stuck around to Saturday night and listen to me and all the other people here. So we're banjo peaning, and I'm the same way. Anyway, I digress. A little tune called Someday You'll Be Sorry. Dedicated to my ex-wife. I make a joke, she's a sweetie. Someday you'll be sorry. The way you treated me was wrong. I was the one who taught you everything you know. And then those friends of yours told you to sing somebody else's love song. So good luck, maybe with you. And may your future days be bright, so bright. There'll never be another. Treat you like a brother. Someday you gotta be sorry, dear. So sorry, because the way you treated me, that is when you did treat me, you treated me like a dirty dog laying on a dirty, smelly rug. That's right. And I was the one. I was the one who taught you almost everything you know. And then those friends of yours, if you want to call them that, they told you to sing somebody else's love song. What's up with that? So good luck, maybe with you. Days be bright, so bright. There'll never be another. Treat you like a brother. Someday, oh someday, oh someday, you gotta be sorry, dear. Well, some people ask me what I've been doing lately. I retired about a year and a half ago and went back to the Orlando area where I have a great family. I got 2 adult children and 6 grandchildren. And when I was on Bourbon Street in New Orleans for the past 20 years, from 2004 to 2024, you know, my son was always asking me, Dad, when are you going to come home? You keep saying you're going to retire and come back and blah, blah, blah. And he says, I don't believe you anymore, because I tell him, well, maybe next year. Well, anyway, long story made short, you know, I got a clue from up above that it was time to get out of New Orleans and, you know, give up the ghost. It was just a long story, but anyway, I came back, and I haven't been doing all that much since then. But spending 20 years on Bourbon Street, it was wonderful because, you know, people come from all over the world, from Germany, you know, from Budapest, Hungary. I just had some friends from Switzerland, and I reappeared on Bourbon Street last weekend, right before I came up here for 4 days during what they call French Quarter Fest. And it's a beautiful time of year, and they have bands from all over the world coming in. People travel from all over the world to see the bands that play in New Orleans on that particular weekend. So I went back, and but what I gained out of playing there for so many years is there's some really great music and songs that I've played all my life that were written right there in New Orleans. And We get all kinds of requests. You know, of course, the Saints go marching in. The Preservation Hall, they used to have a sign up there. You know, it said, if you want to hear Sweet Georgia Brown, that's $10. If you want to hear whatever, that's $20. And Saints Go Marching In was $50 if you want to hear that. But lately, people don't ask for that much anymore. But they do ask for this one, the St. James Infirmary Blues. And this is kind of a sing-along. And by golly, if you know the words, sing along. And if you don't know the words, please do not sing along because it really messes me up. You know? Serious. Square, and the drinks were being served as usual, and a motley crowd was there. Well, up stepped old Albie Bernard. His eyes were bloodshot red as usual. He was telling a very sad, sad story, and these were the very words he said. I went down to the St. James Infirmary. I saw my baby lie there. She was stretched out cold on my table. So cold, so cold, so bare. Let her go, God bless her. Wherever she may be, you can search this whole wide world over, but you'll never find another banjo player like me. Hidey, 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 ho. Heeda, 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 hee. I got them St. James Infirmary blues. Another round of booze. And if anybody out there should ask you, I got the St. James Infirmary blues. Hidey, 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 ho. Hidey, 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 ho. Heeda, 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 heeda. Whoa, I got the St. James Infirmary. You guys want to hear a slow one or a fast one? Fast, really?
Slow!
How about a half-fast one? I specialize in half-fast music. That's what I do. But you want to hear a fast one? Because if you want a fast one, it'll be my last tune of the set. But if you want a half-fast one, I'll do that and then do one more. Half-fast? All right, here's a half-fast one for you. Can't keep a straight face.
When you got it, you got it.
Here's a great old tune called the Wabash Blues. In the key of C. All right, I'm gonna do one more real quick, and then we're gonna, I guess, take an intermission after that. Is that what's going on? Okay, and then I'm gonna meet you out at the bar, and we're gonna have some very important drinks. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I brought some CDs along. If you want to take me home with you, that's the very best way to take me home with you, without all the emotional baggage or the smell. There's that. There's that. Anyway, here's a little tune called the Limehouse Blues. And one more time, Mr. Albie Bernard playing this. Working for a lot of people and love his stuff. He's from Rockport, Massachusetts.
Sorry.
Should I go there one day? You think it's worth it?
Yeah, sure. Nah.
No. Duly noted. Okay. Here's the Limehouse Blues. I'll do the verse and then we'll get in. F, B flat, B flat, B flat. Yep. Hit. All right. that pig. Poor broken blossom, you're nobody's child. Haunting and taunting, you're just kind of wild. Old Lama blues, I got the Lama blues. Can't seem to shake off those real China blues. Where you took your fingers and tears for your crown. That's the stuff of old Chinatown.